here to talk with us about studying and how we can help our kids to study.
So it's good because your topic this week is about transitioning, and as adults we still have things that we have to study for. So study skills are really important, and it's something you have to learn. So I brought in a couple of ideas they're apps. I love apps. So the first one I have is called In Class, and the really cool thing about this app is it's basically like a recorder, and so you can record the audio from what your professor, your teacher is saying, and then you can take snapshots of like your diagrams and notes, and it links them all together. And you can do social media sharing with your classmates. So if they want to comment on your notes or add a picture of their own notes, and you can multitask on it. So if you have it you can have it running in the background and recording, what the teacher is saying, a lecture on history, and you can also be using your app. So if you have a child that's working on some kind of self-monitoring in class and they're using an app to track that, then they could be doing both.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very cool. And that one is free for now. So if you want your child to be using something like that, it's really simple to use. It's not too complicated. Then jump on it now before it becomes pricey.
So that's called In Class. Do we know who the company is who puts that out?
I'm not sure of which it is.
Okay, because I've noticed a couple of times I've gone to download the apps that you tell us, and there's multiple under that name, because I think people are seeing, ooh, I can make money by having the app with the same name. So it's a free one, In Class, and we'll try to get you the name of the company.
I will post on our Facebook page the links to these apps in the app store, so that if you're interested, you can just click on it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And it'll take you directly there.
That'd be fabulous. Yeah. Okay, so In Class, a great one. You've got more there?
Yeah, I have Quizlet. So have you heard of Quizlet?
I have heard of Quizlet.
Quizlet's pretty cool. I used Quizlet myself to study for my BCBA exam, and the best part of Quizlet is you can go in and look for a textbook that you're using, and people already have cards in there. And I haven't come across any sets that were not good. There are some that were not right for me how I study, but I use other people's sets of cards to study for the BCBA exam, and I did well. I passed. So
there you go.
That was something that helped me with fluency, making sure that I knew things front to back.
And it helps you to create flashcards,
You
right?
can create your own flashcards for free.
Yes.
And they're all digital, or you can print them out.
Okay.
It will also take the information that you put into the system, and it can generate a multiple choice test.
Love it.
Or a matching game. All sorts of really cool stuff.
So you could do that for your kid and set it up so that any topic and make your own flashcards. But I love the idea too. I have actually used it to search other people's flashcards before too.
Yes, the library they have is extensive and very good.
And I think you're not the only person who's used it for the BCBA test. A lot of students have. So if you're a parent or a practitioner and you're wanting information about ABA specifically, there are lots of flashcards. If you're looking for a topic or to find what a word means, that's where I look, is on Quizlet before I go to Google.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I definitely recommend that. And I was tutoring a child in Spanish recently, and they had a textbook, and I said, let's just see if this book and this chapter is on Quizlet, and it was. Yeah. And so he was able to use the cards to study, which is great, I think, because it minimizes the amount of work. The only thing that you need to realize with the flashcards is your child has to be able to self-monitor. Yeah. So be able to say, that one I got right, this one I got wrong, and then have a system for like error correction. So I got it right, so I'm going to put it in this pile, but I got it wrong, so I'm going to have to go over it again until I get it right.
And one of the ways we can do that is by doing that with them many times and then teaching them how to do it themselves.
Yes, definitely.
Love it. Okay, anything else?
I do. I have iStudies Pro, and this is more of an app that helps with organization, because how many times does someone's child come home and say, I don't have any homework, and then there are like 8 things written on the board when you go to drop them off the next day that were due. So this helps, it has colors and icons that you can put in all your assignments and your class schedule, and you can put their grades in there, so it can track their grades. Wow. And it's customizable, the view, so you can do daily or weekly or monthly. And a lot of teachers are starting to use this in the classroom, because a lot of schools are adopting tablets in the classroom, and putting reminders in for when tests are, when you need to be working on projects. It's a really good thing.
What's the name of it again?
It's spelled a little bit funny, but it's iStudiez Pro. This one is, let's see, $2.99.
$2.99.
Yeah.
Very affordable. When you consider all the other things you can buy educationally, that's very affordable.
Yeah, and like we were talking about Outlook the other day and how I live on Outlook. And so this is actually like a stepping stone to that, because if your child is going to be transitioning into maybe an office job, they're going to have to be used to using some type of schedule, and it's just like going from a visual schedule into something more complicated, like using an app like this, and then into like computer software that's linked to your email. So it's a really good thing to have, even if it's just for the visual schedule part, like social studies, history with the colors, and the icons they have are really cool and they match. So when I brought in my visual schedule, I had icons as well.
Love it.